Yeah, good evening. Uh, yeah, very warm welcome to all. This is Kasi Viswanathan from the group of Innoval, and today we are going to talking about the well standard for architects. This will be an effective session for the architect, those who are going to enhance your job because this is necessary a step due to this competitive world. So we can start session now. And before going to start our session, I kindly request you to just rename yourself, which is providing at the time of registration, because we are planning to provide the participation certification at the end of our session. So please rename yourself as registered one. And uh, 3D modeling for the project for those who are looking for BIM integration. And we are proudly to say we are recognized as a well-proven provider, which is providing by the GPCI. It is a credential will be providing for the entity those who are providing their delivering their excellent design and practices for the well consultant clients. So before going to see about the features of we should know about the fundamental things about the certification. So well is a effective platform to integrate the policies, designs, and operations, which are all help the organization entity to integrating, implementing well and health and well-being. And is a second way of sustainability. Here we are showing the 10 concepts which have all parts among itself. So these 10 concepts are definitely working towards the human well-being. So there's a necessary we should go for well certification. And if you are going to do well certification for our project, it will create our environment as a positive impact, and it will create our environment as an enjoyable one among the employees or occupants or visitors, those who are going to occupy for the buildings. And another thing why we need to go for well, as I earlier mentioned, that well is for the well-being of people, but it's a triple bottom line approach. I mean, it's not only for the people, it's also working towards the benefit of our planet, and also profit of the organization, those who are procuring well certification for their building. And with the seal of health well certification, we can ensure ourselves as we are on the track to we are run on the sustainability path, and we can say that we are providing safety workspace for our employees, visitors, and people those who are going to occupy for our building. And this is the way we need to consider some designs during construction stage or designing stage for our building, and we need to implement some organizational policies and operations which are going to support health and well-being of people. And the recommended features given by the well certification body definitely will make our environment as a people first space. And these features are not only from the mind of I mean IWBI, which is providing well certification. So these features not only from the mind of well certification bodies, because every features, policies, operation, and relevant requirements are taken from the studies research which is done by this kind of organization. I mean, World Health Organization and the EBA from USA and the Center for Disease Control from USA also. And the stage when we consider well certification for our building, and if our building is at the stage of design, definitely we can consider the features which we are going to procure well certification. And if we have already build project along with us, we can go for well certification. And if we are going to renovate our existing project according to the well certification, definitely we can choose this path. And benefits of well certification. If you are got well certification for our building, definitely it will provide weightage for our building organization or entity when comparing to the normal one. And this is the level of satisfaction which will providing during the basic things as build case. And after some consideration of some air condition and relating comfortable things to our environment, it will create advanced level of satisfaction level when comparing to this basic level. So when we are going to consider safety, sustainability and comfort related measures in our project, definitely it will create a huge level of satisfaction among the occupants. So well is doing that kind of satisfaction things to their clients. And we are at the hot session, hot topics of this session. Here we are going to see about only the space consideration, because already we mentioned that this session is only specified for the architects, those who are enhanced their project work job. So that's why we are going to see about the only space consideration related things. I mean, here we are not going to about the policies we need to do for implementation, well certification, and operations we need to do for the well certification. And as a first things, we need to do healthy entrance at our regularly used pedestrian entryways. That means we need to implement some vestibule entrance or revolving entrance along with this kind of touch observing technologies like rollout mats, grills and composites for the length of 10 feet towards the direction of we are going to walk. Sorry, I mean the direction of we are going to get into our building. So it will help us to slow down the air movement which is contained air pollutant from the outdoor to indoor. So then if you are going to implement well features in our project, definitely we need to consider this kind of implementation in our project. I mean, we need to design our project with strategies which is encourage the people to maintain distance among them. And we need to make every amenities. I mean, the entryway doors and water dispenser, soap dispenser, hand dryers, are everything amenities which is need to we need to touch. That kind of amenities we need to make as a hands-free things. It will help to sustain. It will help to manage the pandemic things which we are facing for the last 3 years. You may know. And operable windows. We need to incorporate operable windows for every occupiable spaces of our project. The value of operable windows may be depends upon the project size. but definitely we need to provide openable things for in order to encourage the occupants to open and getting and to get fresh air from the outdoor and get connectivity to the outdoor environment also. And we need to incorporate some aesthetic designs in our staircases like we are mentioning here, and these things will help to encourage the occupants to use the staircases instead of sorry, on behalf of using lift escalators and so on electricity things. So why they will recommending to implement these strategies in our project, because we can encourage the occupants to get in touch with their physical activity in their day-to-day life, and also we can indirectly uh, save our electricity and relay energy and related things. And we need to consider some light exposure strategies. It may be either getting from daylight simulation and also from electric light consideration. So why should we consider here? Because light is the major part to implement to impact on the productivity of
Yeah.
employees and so on. Yeah. Okay. Gentlemen, can please be mute in your connectivity. Then the next thing we should implement throughout our project with aesthetic design things like natural elements and indoor plants and water features like indoor fountains throughout our projects, because it will help to encourage our occupant to improve their mental health well-being, and also it will help to the project to increase their uniqueness among the visitors and people from the outside of the organization. And we need to incorporate some automatic door closing clinches in the sources like in the door of sources like kitchens, printers, and bathrooms, and chemical storerooms, because uh, it will help us to safeguard the indoor air pollutant from the occupants. And we need to implement some wall partitions like mentioned here in order to attain the SDG levels, which is detailed provided in the well certification requirements. It will help us to provide the acoustically good environment to our occupant and the employees. And we need to implement some acoustical forms absorbing materials throughout the source, which are creating more noise, like in audition rooms and gyms and kitchens and dinings and related space. We need to implement these kind of observing materials throughout the ceilings and the walls. So it will help us to capture the noise without conducting from outside. And we need to design mindful eating space with adequate dining facility, seating facility, in order to encourage the occupant with mindful eating behaviors. And we need to consider some dedicated spaces for physical activity. This kind of spaces may be placed in indoor of our projects, or it may be either placed outdoor of the project, but intention is only to encourage the physical activity of our occupants employees in a day-to-day manner. And also we need to consider some spaces dedicatedly for restoration. That means we need to provide now we need to provide some spaces for sleeping facility. That means it's called an op space. And we also we may plan some spaces for the wellness of the people. That means we may allocate the spaces for yoga. We may allocate the spaces for some cultural event and so on. But definitely this space is not going to utilize for work. And we need to incorporate dedicated spaces for the lactation of mothers, those who are uh, coming to work. It will help them as to maintain their feeding to their babies without getting any distractions. And as an architect, we need to play in this part as a wakeful manner, because we need to select products like furnitures, upholsteries, and millworks, sealants, paints, and also and relevant things as a third party verified product, because it will help us to reduce the human exposure to the hazardous building materials. That means the building may be emit some VOC, SVOC contents which are placed in first initial within 1 year. And we need to we need to implement some either it may be a water can or a water dispenser in order to place within every 100 meters from the workspace. It will help the occupants to hydrate themselves as a routine manner. um, then we need to plan our bathrooms with some basic hygienic amenities like accessible stalls for the physically challenged persons, and infant changing table, and the trash bins, and like so on amenities we need to consider during our design stage, or at the stage of incorporating supportive measures, because it will help them to it will improve the hygienic activities of the occupants, those who are going to occupy the project which is procuring well certification. And that's all about we are just only showing some basic features recommended by the well certification body, because this time span is not enough for to discuss in depth manner. So we are planned another session as a part two for to see the requirement in depth manner. I mean, we can see on that session as a depth manner. In means we can see the details like how much amount of operable windows we need to provide for our building, and how much how the dimension of upstairs, how much it will be there. So the kind of information we may discuss that. So here we are just capturing only the details in as a glancing manner. And so what kind of buildings we may going for well certification? The answer is as every building, those who are planning or builded for occupants, I mean the people going to occupy. So that kind of buildings we may get well certification. We are providing some examples here. In New Zealand, national stadium which is called Eden Park. They also got their well health safety rated for their stadium. And we may also know very well about the Standard Chartered Bank. So for more than 45 locations of their banks, they are got their well health safety rated. And as a initial step, then as a next step, they are going to procure well well health safety rated for more than 100 locations among their 23 countries, 42 countries in future. And safety rated is provided for Miami City is another kind of portfolio things which is providing for this is called Well City, which is for providing for the municipality buildings of a city. Here, the Miami City in USA, they are got their health safety rating certification for the 10 municipality buildings and on city parks and on city hall and their municipality parks. So all they are these spaces are certified as a health safety rated. And this is another example of a moving project. I mean, this bright line trains company is running in USA. So they also got their health safety rating certification for their railway station as well as their trains. And among 123 countries, more than 4 billions of square feet projects are registered for their well certification. Among these countries, among these entities, more than 20% of organizations are comes under the categories of Fortune 500. And we are very well know about this ESG is a hot topic during this kind of this scenario. If you are going to procure a well certification, then we can definitely go for this ESG, and we will explain how it is. And if you are got well certification, then we can get SDG related goals. We can done well SDG related goals in our project. That means here I mentioned here we mentioned here among 122 features in well, among the 122 features, 98 features are integrated with sustainable development goals, which is set up by the United Nations Organization, which every country need to achieve within the year 2030. And if you are got well certification, then we can eligible for get the GRI sustainability reportings for 1/5 of parts we are eligible. And if we got well certification, then we are eligible for 38.5% of GRASP and 1/4 of SBN CSA reporting, and we are eligible for 1/6 of IRIS plus requirement regarding the sustainability part.
Yeah, hi Kasi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask one thing. As you say that train company is going to certify all the stations as well as train, am I right?
Yeah.
So it's mean there is a mandatory requirement in lead basically that no movable things cannot be certified by lead rating, any kind of lead rating. So this is not applicable in well. Am I correct?
If you go through the well standard, you may find the enclosed space which are going to occupy for the people. That kind of spaces we are going for well.
Okay, so every single thing which gonna be occupied by people can certified in well rating. We can say that. I'm saying that as you said, if I'm just taking a general statement, all the things which going to occupied by the people can certified in well rating.
Sorry, just may I know your name, please, first of all?
Yeah, Kuldeep. My name is Kuldeep.
Yeah, Kuldeep. Thank you, Kuldeep, to clarify your doubts. Because I am mentioned here, they are got certification in health safety rating. So health safety rating is easily achievable parts. There is no mandatory things we need to do for our projects. So I mentioned the bright line trains got their certification. in the category of health safety rated. And if you have time, then I will explain at the query section about the health safety rating. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Just 1 second. I'm just asking. Okay, well, version 2 is there, and health and safety as well as performance rating is there, and equity. I think that gonna be in market very soon. So I have to select in well version 2. Okay, this is my rating. Like health and safety, I have to choose it as it is, or is combination of all the ratings. I'm little bit confused in three things. First is well version rating, well certification. Second thing is the ratings available in the market, like health and safety and performance. So what is the interlink between these three things? These three are individual, or what kind of these things?
The three things are interlinked with one thing. I mean, version 2, version 1, version pilot is doing its requirement as a parental role, and health safety rating and performance safety are doing their role as a just like a child role. So if you are doing health safety rating, health safety rating, not health safety rating, if you are going to procure well certification version 2 or well certification, then definitely we can eligible indirectly health safety rating and performance rating, because indirectly we are already eligible for the health safety rating and procurement. So the health safety rating and performance safety rating as interlinked with the well certification. I mean version 2.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for your queries, Kuldeep. So hope we are getting close to this session, and this is our team are having experts in this kind of platforms. So that's why Innovel providing their consultation efficiently to their clients. And this is the ceremony, the moment our CEO getting the proven provider certification from the chairman of GBCI, and proudly say we are achieving the milestone. That means we are got well certification for our clients for more than 110 projects. Among the 110 projects, we got lead platinum certifications for our clients. So we consider this is our one of milestones, and that's why we're showing here. And they are our valued customers. We like to show those who are approaching us for MEB services. And we are at the end of session, and thank you for your precious time to spending with and making this session as a successful one. And if you are as architect, you may feel to seeing that features I shown here. If you feel that features are I already provided that project, so at this stage you may feel free to contact us to uh, conductors to procure your feasibility for the project as a free manner. So kindly note it this contact details to approach us. And thank you for your time. And if you have any queries, just use the chat box, because our colleague Nandini Devi is waiting to clarify your queries begin the screen. So thanks to all. Thank you. என்ன கேக்குறான்?
Hi, Kuldeep. So if you have any, I think I read your comment regarding your question.
You are not audible clearly.
Am I audible now?
Hello.
Yeah, now
Kuldeep,
it's
can you
clear.
hear? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, now it's. So I just just
Sorry,
as
sorry, sorry,
Kashi said.
sorry.
Yes, yes, please.
Yes, please, Kuldeep. Go on. Okay, so before that, this session will be shared, this recorded session will be shared in our LinkedIn page. So if you guys want to know more about our Innovel and our upcoming workshops, you guys can follow us on LinkedIn as well. So our page is in our group in LinkedIn. So and also as an architect or as a any kind of sector if you are working in, you guys can contact us to get free feasibility for well or anything related to any design strategies related to things that you guys can ask. So if you have questions, you can unmute yourself and ask, or you can also drop your messages in chat box. Okay. I think some of RIT students are there in this call. So guys, please stay in the call till end. So we have something to tell you.
Okay, so can I ask?
Yes.
Yeah, I have, I know it's a silly question, but I'm really confused in the rating selection of well. As Kasi said that version 2 or version 1 is parent kind of thing, and health and safety and performance rating is a child, we can say kind of thing. So let's say I have to register a project, or I want to certify my building in well, and now I have three choices. First, health and safety. Second, performance rating, or third one is the well version 2. Yeah, well version 1. Let's say well version 2. So I'm confused that if I selected well version 2, by default I have selected both ratings, health and safety and performance rating. So have I any selection option that only I can choose health and safety rating? I don't want to be in a performance rating. So is it possible?
Got
Yes.
your question, Kuldeep. Actually, the thing is, V2 is a certificate body. Actually, like lead, it is USGBC for lead, right? So well has IWBI. So from IWBI, well version, let's take well V2 is the certification which will last up to 5 years. So it is the certification that you can say that your building is a well certified thing. So that is the rating system for your particular thing. But for this well health safety rating system is only purposefully well actually uh, uh, given for this COVID pandemic thing. For example, like after COVID, if you want to reopen your office and you want your employees to return back to office, you get this certification. So this certification is actually like it is like a 1 year thing. Every year you need to uh, like you need to revise the thing and you need to get the certification, you need to pay the payment like that. It is a continuous thing, but well certification lasts for 5 years, and it is like a if you get well V2 certificate only, you can tell your building as a well certified building. So other than that, for example, well health safety rating, it is only for a well health safety thing only you can say that it and if you I want to more say about that in well health safety rating, it is only up to 15 categories. Like for example, the things we are doing for COVID, the hand washing thing, and touch free surfaces. So like there are strategies which are only for health safety rating, so that we can it is a separate certification, additional certification, or it is like a additional certification, but well 2 is the main thing. And for the performance testing, it is nothing but while doing the well certification V2 rating system, that there will be something called to taking the samples and all, right? So you need to get tested for that thing. For example, in air, if in the indoor air quality will be between this amount, so you need to check that thing only. So that is the separate thing. That is the performance rating method. But overall, the certification, the whole certification, my building is the certified, which you want to tell, then you can go for well V2. Hope I answer your question, Kuldeep.
Yeah, I now it's clear. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. So, Michael, how much is the extra cost if going for well? So that is which rating system you are compared with this well. So for well, actually, they have some costing things. We also discussed these things in our previous webinars. So you can go through our Innoval LinkedIn page so that you can find that link. So you can go and watch that webinar so you can get the things. And the advantages of well is the thing is all the rating systems which are available in the market is for the environment and for the efficiency of the building. But no, in every rating systems, 1 credit or 2 credit actually works for actually allocated for people health, but well is 90 percentage for people only. So that is the main advantage of the well. So what its recognition in Indian market? So Sakshi, this well actually in Indian market is actually growing as of now. After COVID, it is going drastically. For example, if we take DLF, Cyber City or DLF 9B in Noida, so they are all signed the added up to get well certification. And also we can see that now there are many co-working spaces in Bangalore, the tier 1 cities, they are all going uh, towards this well. And many owners and CFO stakeholders, they are all actually want to get well certification. Why? Because they want this work from home employees to return back to office. So to get them to return back to office, so that they think this is the solution. So in future, like say in 2 or 3 years, it will be like another certifications like lead and IGBC and Vega. In Indian market also will drastically improve. So if you guys have any questions regarding how can I go for this well certification or any free feasibility, if you guys want, so you guys can also ping us in this contact number so that we can help you or guide you to get the things done. Okay.
Yeah, hi. I have one question.
Okay.
Whenever we talk about the advantages of well certification, always ESG and SDG, comes in front. So I think Kashi already covered SDG, that okay, 122 features are there and out of 98 covered in SDG or directly impacted SDG.
Yeah.
So, but if I talk about the ESG part, so I have read the book, but there is a very less features which directly connect with ESG. So it is indirectly connection, or how ESG will affect by doing well certification exactly.
Yeah.
So can you explain it?
Yes, Kuldeep. So, as you go through any ESG report, the first thing that they will start with the SDG, right? First page, sorry, not first page. The first thing they're addressing is the SDG goals. So after that, they come along as like ESG. So in that part, actually, in that SDG goal itself, well, actually aligns 98 percentage with the SDG goals, and that is one advantage which is related with ESG report. And the second thing is, well is not a environmental like it is not fully environmental oriented thing like certification. Why? Because well actually said give 60% additional fresh air to the people. So it is not an energy efficient design in terms of LEED and another certifications. So in environmental aspects, it doesn't give much facts, but in social aspects, while comparing with LEED and any other certifications, if you get well certification, you can get covered the social part. For example, the gender equality, and you are giving that like CSR activities that are all are covered in the social part, and up to this governance also we actually most of the rating system didn't cover the governance part, but here it well that community and mind actually covers the governance parts also. So that is the difference, that is the synergies between this well and this ESG. So we also done like a detailed workshop for this also. So if you go through our LinkedIn page, you can find your that video. So if you didn't get that video, you can contact us in this. You can drop your questions in the mail ID as well as the WhatsApp number. So we'll also revert you back on that thing.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. So Michael, ESG and well, what are the major difference and correlators? Actually, just now I answered the question. So the major thing is, well, is a certification. ESG is a reporting. What are the things we are doing in our office for an annual thing? We are reporting it. We are reporting to the whole world. Anyone can access. For example, if I take Apple, so they are manufacturing something, they are selling something to us. So if I want to know how sustainable are they, and how they are actually thinking about this environmental, so all the things I can go and watch it in that ESG report. So that is the difference of this well and ESG. Actually well helps you to develop your ESG report. Are there any advantages if I go for ESG? Yes, for example, in terms of well certification, see if you go for well certification, actually it will be useful to get ESG report done, because ESG report doesn't have any concentrated framework. This is how you need to do. This is how you need to do. There is nothing. There is no hard and fast rule for ESG reporting. So if you go for this well certification, your ESG report will be get added an advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for this beautiful explanation.
Thank you. And no, it is not fully done. I would say 70 to 60% is already covered. But other than that, like for environmental related things, it's not covered in well. The environmental related things will be covered in, for example, LEED, like that certification, it will be covered.
Yeah, exactly. But I have just a general question. Let's say if I going for well certification, obviously my energy consumption and other things will high. And the same time, if I'm in a LEED rating system for the same building, then energy will affect a lot. So now
Yes, sir.
we have to we can say we have to balance these all things. So I'm just working on these two parts, that
Yeah.
how actually a building can be energy efficient at the same time well being certified.
Yeah, that is why this sustainability is the hard part. Why? Because uh, we need to achieve that benchmark, that triple bottom line. So while talking about that is the benchmark of the sustainability. So while talking about this triple bottom line, well covers the people and LEED covers the environment. So we need to adjust the things here and there. And this well rating system also have an interesting thing called the crosswalk. So if you are building already LEED certified, that will be also taken into account for this well. So Kuldeep, so if you can you please we have also one tool for that to actually reduce your man hours and your like questions. So if you drop a mail to them, so we can also give you a demo on that tool. So how the things work from like a crosswalk from what I would say, from lead to well, what are the synergies, like that we can explain it to you in detail so that it will be useful for you.
Yes, sure, thanks.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Okay. I think there is someone called Redmi1123. So guys, please rename your name so that actually we are preparing for e-certificate. So from our side, we'll only keep a track of this names only. So can you guys please change that name also? Or if so, you can put your name on the chat box. Michael, you can also, if you want to know about the tool, you can also please note it down the email or the WhatsApp number. So please ping it us on that thing. So we'll arrange a demo session and we'll give it to you. Actually, we previously also we arranged that webinar. We actually presented it like that only, but I think you guys missed it out. So please ping us. So we'll give a demo on that same. Okay, thank you guys. So if you don't have any questions, we'll wind up. So you can guys follow our Innoval page so that we'll weekly conducting webinars. It is more of educational sessions about this green building, sustainability, lead and well, ESG reporting and all. So keep in touch with us. So the next webinar will be in the next week of Thursday, hopefully, Michael. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. It will be a nice session. Thank you, Kasi,
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
presentation. Thank you all. Okay, this session is for only the students from RIT. Thank you guys. Actually, you guys joined us for this session. So I think you guys are interested in sustainability field. So that's good to know. So if you guys want to join in this field, you need to learn the things. So for example, let's take Innoval. So Innoval, as you guys know, we have branches in Chennai, Sivahasi, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. So you can guys come to internship. As of now, Innoval is doing MEP, BIM, as well as sustainability part. So in sustainability, we have 12 members here. Some of your friends also attend the internship before here. So we are also doing this kind of webinars in every week. We'll share the link to you guys as well, so you guys can also join us and get the insights from us before come to the internship. So the thing I want to say is you guys also ping us in our WhatsApp number from myself or Kasi, so that we can give you a guidance, like a career guidance to how to be a sustainable consultant or sustainable engineer. So thank you for your valuable time and your interest also, guys. Okay, thanks. Thank you all for your time. So we'll wind up the meeting. See you all in the next workshop. Thank you.